results show they'll have to adjust course requirements to be able to prove students are actually retaining and understanding course material.
Oh my goodness. And what can AI do? Be careful what you say on work calls. A new report in the Wall Street Journal warns that AI is listening to your meetings. Note-taking software is catching every word, including the parts you don't want the entire room to hear. Like before everyone's in the meeting, when you're chatting, or when one colleague asks another to hang back to discuss a separate topic. AI note-takers often put together a summary of the meeting and then it sends it out to those involved. Now, usually there's something on the screen telling you the software is being used, but only the meeting host can turn it off.
I think you need to always be careful what you're saying in a workplace setting in general.
I think once you log into one of those kind of virtual meetings, I'm aware that like anything I say is somewhere.
I think it's listening before you even log in at this point.
No, that's a great point. Be even more careful. Yeah. All right, Kcal News at 9 starts right now.
This is Kcal News Mornings.
Right now at 9, wildfire smoke is polluting some parts of SoCal this morning. Coming up, we'll look at why doctors say some exposure could be as harmful as a smoking habit.
Plus, declined by an attempt to put buy now, pay later loans on your credit report has hit a roadblock.
Plus, part of the food chain, one European zoo is asking for pet donations, not to view, but to feed to its carnivorous predators. Oh, no. Ooh.
Well, on that note, good morning to you. You're watching Kcal News Mornings at 9. Today's Tuesday, August 5th. I'm Amanda Storantino in for Jamie Yukas.
And I'm Shiva Turk. Thank you for joining us this morning. We do want to get a first check of your weather with meteorologist Paul Diano, and we are concerned about the air conditions because of these fires, Paul.
Yeah, air quality bad today and heat going up today, tomorrow, and Thursday. There are some weather issues today. You can clearly see the smoke is in the mountains. You are in the smoke layer. And we're looking at air quality bad to very unhealthy in our mountains today. You can also not see anything from the Hollywood Hills. You can't even make out the downtown skyline because of the haze and the smoke that is present in our air. Here's the reason why. There are 3 different fires burning close to Southern California, close to the LA area. The Gifford fire to our north and west. Just north of Big Bear, we have the Gold fire, and south of Palm Springs, we have the Rosa fire. Each of them is sending smoke into the atmosphere, and the upper level winds have kind of died down, so it's not moving away from us. That's the stuff that's above us, and in some cases, what we are breathing today. So topping your next weather headlines, more smoky skies, hazy sunshine at best today. That said, we are going to get warmer or hotter, and it's going to be a very hot end to the week. Anaheim, 85 degrees today. You're likely to hit 90 before the week is over, but you will be warmer today with hazy sunshine. Other highs today, we're up to 99 for the Inland Empire, 99 for the high desert, and 97 for our valleys. The one place where you can still cool off is the beach, where highs will be in the mid to upper 70s there. We'll talk more about the smoke, how long it is going to last, and who could get as hot as 104 later on this week. That's coming up in a couple minutes. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Paul.
And we do have breaking news right now. A major power outages leads to multiple school closures today. Assignment manager Mark Liu at the desk. Mark, where's this happening?
Amanda, this is North San Bernardino, a major Southern California Edison power outage affecting more than 17,000 customers, includes 14 schools. And if you just heard with Paul Diano's weather report, it's going to be 99 in the Inland Empire. So the school district has closed those schools. Come out to my screen. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. This was just posted on social media by the City of San Bernardino Unified School District. Take a look here. It says, due to a widespread power outage impacting school sites, the following schools will be closed today: Hillside, Holcomb, Kimbark, Muscoy, Newmark, North Park, North Verdemont, Palm, Salinas, Vermont, Chavez, Shandon Hills, Cajon High School, and the Kendall Complex. They say we apologize for your inconvenience and appreciate your understanding. Let's go right to the Southern California Edison website to get a look at where this is happening. I'm going to zoom in right here. It's this one, this alert. And when I bring it up, it says it started at about 5 a.m. this morning. Estimated restore time 3:30, so after school is done. Outage has been reported. They're determining the cause. That's done. Repair crew is on the way. Crews are performing repairs. Really interesting here. We have called Southern California Edison because the reason for the outage: foreign object in equipment affecting 17,738 customers. Coming back out live here to me, we have calls out to Southern California Edison to get a better update as when those school sites could be open again due to power being restored, and what exactly that foreign object is in that equipment that caused this huge power outage. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you.
Mark, thank you. Let's take you outside right now for a look at our next traffic at 9:02 in the morning, where we do know it's always busy at this time. Some areas starting to die down, which is great. But I do have this crash on the northbound 101 at Balboa Boulevard. Left lane blocked off. The backup not too bad, just coming off that 101 freeway, or excuse me, coming off the 405 on the 101 heading northbound. This is the Kcal Dt camera there in that northbound direction showing you the slowdown. Just about 11 minutes from Woodman to Balboa, so not bad at all. It slows down again, though, through Tarzana, and then southbound traffic out of the same area all the way into Hollywood. That's in pockets, though. I do have this crash that just pushed over to the shoulder, northbound 605 before Slauson. You can see a delay there, about 9 minutes from the 105 to Slauson. And then I want to take you out to Orange County for a look in this area this morning. The 405 northbound is slowing down through Irvine. You can see that toward the bottom of your screen. And here's a look at the 57 in Lambert with one of our Caltrans cameras. Looking good, more so the northbound side as opposed to the southbound side. We still have a pocket of red through Brea, but southbound from Brea Canyon to Chapman will take you about 13 minutes to get through. Here's the Inland Empire Cajon Pass. You look great. The 91 is improving this morning, but here's a look at the 215 at Eucalyptus. You can see some slowing here, but not by much. About a 15-minute ride from Alessandro to University. Ladies, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kalina. 2 people are dead, 5 others injured after a wrong-way driver caused several cars to crash in Santa Ana.
And another driver captured the moment the car slammed head-on into another Kcal News reporter, Tina Patel, live in Santa Ana with the aftermath about this. Tina, what have you found out?
Well, you know, we've been talking to people who live in this neighborhood. They tell us there have been crashes here before. They say drivers often speed down Main Street. But this, they say, is one of the worst crashes they've already seen. And as you said, unfortunately, it was deadly. Now, the moments leading up to the crash were caught on dash cam video. It shows a BMW speeding by on the wrong side of the road. And then a back view shows smoke going up in the air as that car collides head on with another vehicle. The cars then spun, hitting a couple other vehicles. 4 ended up being involved in this crash. SkyCal flew over the scene shortly after. We could see from the air just how badly the vehicles were damaged. At first, police couldn't identify some of them or tell exactly how many people were inside. Police say 2 people ended up dying. We believe one of those was the driver of the BMW, but the other, an innocent woman. 5 other people were injured, taken to the hospital, but they are expected to recover. We talked to a man who lives nearby, and he saw the wreckage just after the crash.
It was pretty bad. All of the cars were really, really damaged from one side. Some of them were missing the tires, the whole side. So it was really bad. That car was going really fast.
And this crash happened around 6:30 last night, so it was still light out. That wasn't a factor. Police are looking into whether drugs or alcohol may have played a role. They're going to be talking to witnesses, looking for more security video today to see if that can help in the investigation. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Tina, thank you so much. Well, tenants inside a Long Beach apartment complex made it out alive after a fire erupted overnight there.
But 3 pets were not so lucky. Kcal News reporter Cara Finstrom is live in Long Beach, where she spoke to those who survived the fire. But unfortunately, yes, Cara, some pets, we understand, didn't make it out.
Yeah, a really frightening morning, Sheba, for those who lived in this apartment complex and all the neighbors around. You can see where those flames just leapt up, going one floor to the next. Fortunately, firefighters say everyone living inside got out, but as you mentioned, they say at least 2 cats, 1 dog were killed. And here's what the fire crews responded to. Firefighters started getting calls for help right before 1 this morning. Long Beach Fire says the people displaced, they're going to get some help from the Red Cross. They also say many animals had to be rescued, dogs, cats, and birds. So Long Beach Animal Services, they were called in to help. A man living up on the 3rd floor said he rushed down to wake everyone up because initially no fire alarms were going off. He says some of his neighbor's pets died and his dog needed medical help.
They said they had him on oxygen and stuff. Once they pulled him out and resuscitated him, and he bolted as soon as he was like awake. He just took off. He's looking for us. We lost Nikki and Baggy Boy too. Baggy, yeah, Bagheera.
Both of them passed away in the fire?
Yeah, unfortunately.
And both Mark McDonald there and the man who lives on the bottom floor where this apparently started, according to everyone living here, said they heard fireworks beforehand. The fireworks, unclear whether there were some going off or whether it had anything to do with this. We have reached out to the fire department to find out if they're investigating that, but have not yet heard back. Back to you.
Cara, we're glad all the people got out, but we're big pet lovers here. We really feel for the people who lost their pets this morning.
Rough morning.
Thank you. All right, it is 9:07 now. Still ahead, an effort to crack down on the so-called surveillance pricing, how California is working to fight against predatory